Welcome back. Now we will study lab 3 for power electronics, which is about power thyristor and AC voltage control of the thyristor. I will discuss step by step. It will be easy for you to understand. For this one, we need power supply, we need data acquisition system, we need power thyristor, we need resistive load and inductor. There are two parts. First one we will study power thyristor. Second part we will discuss about the AC voltage control of the thyristor. So first few one is connection of the first few steps are connection of the 24 volt supply from power supply to the data acquisition system, then data acquisition system to the power diode. We also need to connect the it is called the USB cable to the PC. Also we need to connect, this is a digital output. We need to connect with the data acquisition of the digital port with the this is cable. This is called DB9. We also for this first graph if you see, we will use only one thyristor. So we also need to connect the firing control of input 1 because we are connecting the only one thyristor. So this one will connect with the analog input of the data acquisition system. Also, no need this one now. Also we need to connect the grounding. Okay, this is the grounding. It will connect with the grounding of the data acquisition system. Let's see the connection. We can see this is a AC supply single phase. There are two voltmeter is connected, E1 and E2. E2 for the controlling of the thyristor. Then there is a thyristor connection. We need to connect the emitter, resistive load. We need to measure the voltage across the resistive load. So you start from the source. First one is ES. We will connect with this is supply one. Can I say? Positive one will go to E1. Okay, then E1 back to neutral. See, E1 back to neutral. You can see that E1 and E2 parallel. E1 positive it connect with E4 positive. So E1 positive connect with E4 positive. Also the negative terminal also common, it will back to neutral. So this is now we can make common. Now E1 E4 is parallel. Now we need to connect E4 positive terminal from E4 to positive terminal of thyristor. So E4 positive terminal to thyristor, Q1 positive terminal. Then negative terminal will connect with ion positive. Negative terminal connect with ion positive. Then ion negative will connect with R, resistive load, and negative will connect with a resistive load R. Then it will back to neutral. So I can connect with here. It will back to neutral. Now we need to connect the voltmeter across the resistive load E2. So E2 positive with R positive and E2 negative with R negative. We see that for 240 voltage we need to connect 2400 volt. So we just select 2400 volt. This is all about the connection. Now we need to do some setup. We need to open from the window thyristor control. Just I open thyristor control. We need to select thyristor single phase half wave rectifier here. The function should be thyristor single phase half wave rectifier. Q1 should be active. We select Q1 is active. Okay, AT1 is active. Then firing control, it should be knob. Firing control, it's knob now. Firing angle should be 0. Firing angle is 0. You can see it's a 0. Now we need to press the start button to run the thyristor. So we press thyristor. Now it is started. In step 12, we need to open the oscilloscope. We just open the oscilloscope here. There is some setups for the voltage E1. Channel 1 will be voltage E1. Channel 2 will be the analog input for thyristor A1. So this is AI1. Then there is a load current. This is current. Then this is voltage, output voltage. Okay, so if we turn on, we can see. Okay, you can see this. Maybe we can scaling this one. Okay, number 3 we can make it 500. Not number 4. We can make it 1 ampere. Oh no, maybe.
That's good. Yeah.
You know, you can see. I'll show this result. This eject on from here. This is. I'll show this result. I'll send this result. But this is step 22. Then from this graph, you have to answer some questions there. You have to answer based on the graph. You have to give 23, 4, 5, 26. Okay. So now we'll connect another one AC circuit, thyristor operation. In AC circuit, previously it was resistive load only. This time resistive and inductive. The circuit is same. If you see that, the almost same circuit. Just we need to connect the inductor. So this time the resistive value will be 229 and inductive value will be 66 millihenry. So we can do the from here. Just we need to plot this.
You're doing connection in parallel to reduce the resistance, yeah?
Yeah, just now the combination of here we need to connect. Same thing. Now we need to connect. This is the E2. Now we also need to connect here. We need, this is, now if we make all 3 1, now it's 229. We also need to connect the 66 millihenry. If we say this is 50 millihenry, this is 5. We need to make short. Okay. We need to connect this one here. Not here. Also connect, make it series. If you see the resistive load in series with the inductive load, here the same connection, just only change resistive load in series with the inductive load in series with the resistive load. I did this the same thing. Now voltmeter is E2 parallel with this one, and E2 is okay. So all the setups are everything is same. Just we need to check from here. To check what is. No, this one from graph. And now you see this, there is some changes, graph, something changes here. So I can show you this result from here. Here, this is the graph. I'll send you this result to you and based on the graph, you have to
Plot,
yeah, you
answer
have-
the questions.
You have to answer the questions. Some questions are there. Also here some questions are there. You have to do some review questions. So this is all about part 1.
Thank you.
Very much.